Hello and welcome to the Malaria Notebook with me, Liliana Daniel. Today we're going to learn about climate justice and the malaria burden. Welcome. From the malaria viewpoint, climate change refers to long-term changes in temperature, rainfall, and humidity, all which affect the life cycle, survival, and distribution of the malaria vector and parasites. Malaria transmission depends heavily on climate-sensitive factors, which is temperature, rainfall, and humidity. Mosquito and the malaria parasite thrive best in warm climatic conditions. Rainfall creates mosquito breeding sites, which is the stagnant water, and too much rain may wash them away, but unpredictable rainfall often leaves pools ideal for breeding. High humidity increases mosquito survival, extending the transmission seasons. Some of the effects of climate change to malaria include flooding that leads to displacement and poor shelter, exposing communities to high malaria risk, droughts, making people travel further away from their homes and health facilities from where they can access protection from malaria, climate extremes strained health systems by driving up diseases such as malaria, diarrhea, amongst other conditions, and it also contributes to damaging of infrastructure, disrupting supply chains, and a strain on both the human resource and the healthcare finances. On the current trends of malaria in Africa, in the recent years, there has been expansion of malaria to highland areas that were once malaria-free, leading to outbreaks. Urban areas are currently at risk due to poor water drainage as a result of unplanned urbanization and informal settlements, and we currently have more frequent outbreaks after floods, cyclones affecting the most vulnerable groups, which includes pregnant women, children, displaced families, and people living with disabilities. The table on your screen is a summary of some of the malaria outbreaks experienced after floods and cyclones in different parts of Africa. We do have Mozambique that experienced over 14,000 malaria cases in Sofala as a result of a cyclone that occurred in 2019. In Madagascar, we had multiple cyclones in 2022, and over 500,000 malaria cases were reported. In Kenya, we had floods occurring in 2024, and it led to high malaria incidences, and health services were also disrupted. In Uganda, between the years of 2022 and 2023, we had areas in the Western Highlands experiencing malaria upsurges due to the floods that occurred at that time. So how do we prevent and prepare ourselves to be able to deal with the extreme climate effects? So we have environmental management where we can apply basic principles such as clearing of the bushes, overgrown vegetation, using bed nets, seeking treatment promptly, and also encouraging community members to participate in community cleanup campaigns. We also have climate smart malaria programs where we apply more timely and effective climate resilient interventions that will protect us from feeling the effect of the adverse effects of the climate changes. Use of data for decision making, modern technology, for instance, using artificial intelligence during larviciding, using modern diagnostics, including second generation bed nets, and also applying local solutions that will be able to reduce the malaria transmission. As we wind up, let's look at some of these reflective questions. One, how do you think climate change is affecting malaria in your community? What changes in weather patterns have you noticed where you live? And it might be linked to mosquito breeding and malaria disease. What role should communities play in reducing malaria risk during this time of climate change? So call to action, malaria isn't just a health problem anymore. It's tied to climate change. Together, we can learn, share, and take action for climate smart malaria control. Thank you for listening. Share your comment. Subscribe for more lessons to the Malaria Notebook. Let's fight malaria one lesson at a time.